What's going on in the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? You wanna know the last information? Then smash the like button. It's time for Crypto News, Crypto to the Max. We're your host for the most, Rodrigo Arnedo. Today, we're gonna tell you about interesting stuff, things that you need to know, like for example, what came from Parliament in Europe, and we are not living a celebration. We are having some trouble, and we have to fight back as this girl is doing. So I believe it's better that we listen to this clip.
3 years ago, across the Atlantic, the president of El Salvador decided to invest in Bitcoins for his country. At the time, he was ridiculed by the political class and the IMF. He now shows a 100% return, with hundreds of millions of dollars available for his people, for security, and for the sovereignty of his country. The whole world is now getting ready to take advantage of this revolution in decentralized finance. Donald Trump is going to create a strategic reserve of Bitcoin for the United States. Jerome Powell, the chairman of the US Federal Reserve, is now talking about digital gold. Bitcoin is skyrocketing. And what about the European Union? What is the European Union doing? It's squandering our money on unbelievable waste. It continues to accumulate tragically inflationary deficits. It insists on regulating, taxing, and holding back. It's time to change the paradigm. It's time to protect our people from inflation and the poor economic choices of our states. It's time to say no to the totalitarian temptations of the European Central Bank, which wants to impose a fully controlled digital euro. We don't want this dystopian world where a European bureaucrat could tomorrow ban us from certain transactions and even kick us out of the banking system with a click, just for something we said on social media or for an opinion that doesn't sit well. It's time to bet on freedom. It's time for our states to invest in Bitcoin to build national strategic reserves. It's time to develop the mining industry. We, the French, hold the cards with our nuclear advantage. Let's stop taxing cryptocurrency holders more and more. It's their intelligence, their risks, their sleepless nights that have built their savings. Let's allow them to protect themselves from the crazy spiral you've created. Public deficit that drives money creation, which creates inflation, leading to chaos. Let's dare to be free. Let's stop being afraid of our own shadow. Let's stay true to the ambition of our civilization. Thank you.
Thanks to you, European MP Sarah Knafo, that called on the EU to reject the digital euro and establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve, warning against totalitarian temptations from the European Central Bank. We need to know about this. It's going to get worse in this video. You know, they want us to be happy with nothing, and we have to fight back. We have to fight for our freedom. I believe that. She received greetings from across the Atlantic, Najib Bukele, thanking those words and the vindication that he's having. Also, remember yesterday I told you about this guy, Linder, and how he was in Germany saying also that they need to do something with Bitcoin and not just losing the 50,000 Bitcoin they sold at a loss if you consider the price of Bitcoin right now. So things are gonna get worse, I'm telling you, because of MICA. It's just 12 days now when we're going to have that. And we have already so many regulations, crazy regulations in Europe that other countries don't have out there. So they don't have these difficulties. So they have a competitive advantage. But now we're going to have MICA, and we'll see, because it seems that you're going now to be thorough in all your papers, all these regulations. Even they're going to know, they know already, but more and more where you live. So a hacker or a bad person might be able on tracking how many Bitcoin you have and where do you live. If you believe this is something that helps you, well, I don't think so. But things get so much worse in Spain, of course. Now we have government saying that we have new laws and they are going to prosecute people that says false or inexact things on social media if you have more than 100K subscribers. And That might seem okay, because of course you want the truth, of course you don't want things to be inexact, but you can imagine that, well, this is a very, very dangerous power for a government, because now, well, of course, they can decide, who knows what is really true and what is not, what is exact and what is not. So, of course, everybody is fearing right now that what we are losing is our freedom in social media. We are going to be scared of saying things because they might come after you and say that things that you said was false, etc., etc. This is crazy. This is Spain. I asked Grog to parody. It did in Spanish. I'm going to read this in Spanish version. But yeah, it's ridicule. It's absurd. And I wonder if in this topic that I understand really well, which is social media, which is YouTube, I see them so lost with all of this. They have no clue whatsoever how to regulate that. So if in my field they are as lost as they are, I wonder how lost are they in things like health, in things like economy, and things like safety in our country. And I'm so scared about all that. So yeah, we have to do something. Leave a comment below. What do you think about all this? And I'm not going after the specific government. You know me. I don't really know who's in government right now. I just go after people that is trying to take freedom from us. And I believe that this can help in that direction. Terrible in my opinion. Maybe I have to retract of my opinion. It's just facts that they are going after, or also opinions. Of course, community, I have a sum up of what they are saying. They call them hypocrites. They say, well, they are asking us for what they don't do, etc., etc. Well, I believe that society is tired already of all this nonsense. And what I don't understand is I don't see enough memes about this guy and about this communication. So I would encourage everybody to create funny memes about this topic. Right now, I created the I retract myself, the Mr. Retractor. So we have now this meme, and anytime I have to retract myself, I will use Mr. Retractor. And I'm going to start right now retracting of all I say, just in case. I believe that maybe in Spain things need to get so bad as they were in Argentina, and also in Venezuela and places like that, because of our character, well, we don't fight back till it's too late. Now they're going after people with more than 100K, but after that they will go to the 50,000K and then 5,000, and then just everybody in the street. And then not just social media, but in the street, you can say in a park, whatever you want. So maybe we need Spain to go down to the bottom and then recover. We'll see about that. We need to understand that the world goes in the other direction. Just Bitcoin ETFs bought $636 million yesterday. Consider that they have now 129 trillion in assets, surpassing ETFs of gold at 128.9 billion. I say trillion, it's billion. I retract myself. First retraction. And you can see here how they're buying day by day, all the time in the green. Also, more than 70 public companies in the United States declared they bought Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, Metaplanet, Riot, and Smart Scientific, they hold together 16,352 Bitcoin, cementing Bitcoin as principal asset in their treasury. What are we doing, Spanish government? Now, in United States, the Bitcoin Policy Institute has drafted an executive order to designate Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. It just needs Trump's signature on day one. We are just days away for that. Also, Senator Dumais discussed strategic Bitcoin reserve bill to buy 1 million Bitcoin with Trump's crypto Caesar. So, again, they are getting ready for all that. What about EAU? Well, they say that they might have 300K Bitcoin. So they have their reserve. That's 40 billion worth of Bitcoin that allegedly they have. So maybe it's interesting for us to move to Dubai, wink, wink, Well, if that's the case for you, Gestoria Iberico might be your place. You have special offer this month, 500 euros that you save this very first year, and also another 2,000 euros for the visa. So you have a special offer. Together you're gonna save 2,500 euros. And it's not just that, after 2 years you save again 2,000 euros, because it's going to be free forever. Your visa free forever if you do it this month. So it's very little time that you have in order to do so. You have the link in the description below. If you use it, you help the channel. Thank you very much. Consider that Ohio representative files bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the state. Amazing. Also, that NYSE announced that Ripple stablecoin was launched. So we have our time for X Ripple. We are ready for it to go higher. MicroStrategy surpassing 20 billion in profits on their Bitcoin holdings. And here you have the strategy that Michael Saylor is doing. You can recreate it yourself if you want. I asked ChatGPT to tell me in this table what's going on, but for the English version you can stop the video and understand that basically what they are doing is creating debt for buying Bitcoin. Then they bought Bitcoin, price of Bitcoin goes up, then the market cap goes higher, the value goes higher, and then they can create again this equity and buy more Bitcoin, and so on and so forth. And that's how you make wealth. He's doing it while we remain poor. We're happy to know that the hater of Bitcoin, the commissioner, is going out of the SEC. So good that she's out. We want Gary Gensler out of there too. And talking about proposals, thank you very much for one of the writers there, Kurt Cobain. That, no, it was not Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain told me about Linder not being really opposition. But Enrique6491 asked me about a proposal for Satoshis to be called for now on Bitcoin. And this is true. This is a proposal that we have, a BIP proposal. As you know, this is the way where you can create proposals on Bitcoin. And the idea here would be, I'm going to leave you the link in the description below in case you want to deep deeper. But the idea would be to change Satoshi to Bitcoin. And so what now is a Bitcoin will be 100 million Bitcoin. And some people believe this is a very good idea. And some people believe this is a very bad idea because of confusion, because we might have trouble now with transactions, etc., etc. But on the other hand, for people that come here for the first time, maybe it's easier not using decimals and using just that 100 million Bitcoin. Is 100 million Bitcoin, not Satoshis anymore. What do you think about that? Also, did you know that the process for creating proposals on Bitcoin is those BIPs? It is not government. There, everybody can propose something, and if you have enough support, then everybody will just upload the clients, and you will have the thing that everybody wants to have. Maybe the new democracy that we need in the future. Going to the chart in the futures, Bitcoin went all the way up to 108,960K. It's amazing. It's not closed the gap. We need to close it. I expect to close it today because we are so close. And if we don't do it, well, that might be not good for Bitcoin. Any case, you see that there now it's calling to 109K, which is amazing. And on the spot, we see Bitcoin going down today when we have very interesting things around us, like the Fed decision. Robert Crypto telling us that the possibility for the rates to be cut is now 97%. We'll see along the day. And we'll see how this affects price of dollar and also how this affects the stock market. If you want more analysis, go to this video where myself, I'm Michael Saylor. So funny. I know you love that thumbnail. And you have there so many charts like this one. I'm telling you there how to sell, etc., etc. The bubbles are mostly in the red today, and XRP was number 3, is number 3 again, and you surpassed Tether. So crazy times, XRP back on number 3, and now they say that he's going after Ethereum, wants to be number 2. Maybe true. Why? Because, well, we have some rumors out there saying that Bitcoin, and this is a very interesting narrative, is not going to be the only reserve that Donald Trump is going to create in the United States. That he's also going to have a reserve of XRP and a reserve of many other crypto assets. So now we're going to have the narrative that the ones that Donald Trump wants to buy for United States strategic reserve, those are the ones that are going to pump like crazy. Like, for example, which one? Well, Litecoin. Why not? Now, Eric Balchunas, an expert, told us that he expects that next year is going to be the year of the ETFs. Not just Bitcoin, not just Ethereum. He says that first things first, we are going to have these combos with Bitcoin and Ethereum, for example. But in the future, Litecoin might be the next one. Why? Because it comes from Bitcoin. Also, he believes HBAR, because it's not a security already said and official, and also XRP and Solana. So that ones might go crazy up. We'll see about that. Ethereum tried to fight for the 4,000, now back in the line. We need to support it. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to find support in this other line. We'll see about it. And remember that we have a draw. Go to past video or go to this video in CL Crypto, and you can know, you have in the description below how to participate, and you can get an amazing prize. That's a wrap for today, but careful out there, do not get too obsessed and find an alien inside you that wants you to be happy. Also, what about this guy mad all the time with the government because we don't like you whatsoever? Well, at the same time, try to be happy. Fight. Do not be just a person that obeys everything without considering pros and cons, but try to be happy and keep on learning. I believe that's the best vaccine, the best antidote to totalitarianism. So learn about AI with our channel, Rodrigo Arnedo, Inteligencia Artificial, and also about crypto, Bitcoin, and freedom on Rodrigo Arnedo, Noticias Bitcoin CryptoNews. Health, money, love, power in peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon! I have to say I'm so happy with CoinEX exchange because they gave me this present for Christmas. They are celebrating the 7th anniversary, and that's why. Thank you very much. Together 7 years, and I love it because I drink a lot of coffee, and now I can have this mug that has parts invisible because of the chroma that I use. Also, I have this for my cell phone that I can attach, and I can have there my crypto credit card of my new ID from this or other country. And also, I have this Kobe group with some cryptos to enjoy the market as it goes by. Thank you very much, CoinEX, a very interesting exchange. To the moon!